Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun video. We're going to be doing a spooky season tag. I thought this would be a little bit of fun in between all the makeup because there's been a lot of makeup looks going on this month, and I thought a little fun tag because I've got another tag that I've already done but a nice little tag going on and just answer some questions about spooky season, which is always fun. So this is called the spooky season tag. I don't know who necessarily created it, but I got the idea from Vinyl Beauty, the gorgeous Debbie. Go check her video, I'll have it linked down below. We've been chatting away and she suggested that I should do this video, so here we are. I am doing the video and I've added it in as one of my videos. So it's going to be a fun one. She's such a sweetheart, so go check her video and her tag. She did her makeup along with it, which I am not going to do that because I already filmed my look. But this look is going to be coming up soon. It's the last video of the month, so it's a fun one. But yeah, we're just going to answer lots of questions, get into a little bit of spooky season, what my preferences are for certain things, and it's going to be fun. Just before we get into the actual tag video, this look is filmed. It will be coming on my channel after this soon, so go hit subscribe down below to see that coming up, and my Instagram and TikTok is linked down below, so you can follow those for up close eye pictures, full face pictures, and some more extra content down there. So let's do this. Let's jump into all the questions. So number one, what is your guilty pleasure Halloween movie? Not horror movie, Halloween movie. I've already done a horror movie tag. Halloween movie, like, what would you consider guilty pleasure? Because they're all great. I recently just watched Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2, which was fun. As I'm filming this day, which is 22nd of October, I still haven't watched Hocus Pocus, so I'll be watching that, and number 2 as well. Okay, there's one, but I've only seen it once, but I do want to watch it again, and I really enjoyed it, and I don't know what it was about it that I enjoyed it, because it was so silly, but it just gave me all the spooky, warm and cuddly vibes, and it was Hubie Halloween. I feel like no one talks about it now, but actually everyone was talking about it when it first came out. Hubie Halloween, the Adam Sandler Halloween movie. Now, it's typical Adam Sandler comedy as he got later in his career, which is not as good as earlier on in his career, I will say that. But it's just fun. There's so many like really big actors in the movie. The whole town is done up. It's Halloween. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. It just gives me such good vibes, such Halloween vibes. I watched it one day during the day. I just stuck it on. I watched Monster House and then I watched Hubie Halloween, and I was editing. This was like whenever it came out first, and I just loved it. I just came out of it, I was like, that was so fun. I just really liked it. So number 2, what is your favorite Halloween decoration? So years and years and years and years ago, we had this, it was like a Dracula head. It was massive. It was like that big. And we used to put it at the bottom of our stairs, which is right in front of our front door. So when you walked in, you seen this face. And it was animatronic, motion sensor. Sorry, not animatronic, motion sensor. But the mouth would move and it would say like, you rang, or different kind of things. And then sing, gonna wait till the midnight hour. And I wish I could find it. I think it's somewhere probably still in this house somewhere. I wish I could find one of those again. I would so have one. They're so cool. But I don't have that here. So instead, this is the closest thing I have to that. And it is this doorbell. I've had it on the front of my door on my room. It doesn't go on my front door outside because it would get stolen. But it goes on my front door here. And I'm gonna play it for you guys. It's fun. It's very fun if you listen. I hope the sound came out well on that. But how fun is that? It's so cute. That's kind of like what it was, but this used to ring the doorbell, but it was that kind of vibe to it. Oh, I just love it. I love stuff like this. I love cheesy Halloween, and I love like gothic kind of like expensive looking Halloween. I love both. I love a bit of everything for Halloween. Number 3, what are your oldest and newest Halloween palettes in your collection? So for my oldest, this is the first Halloween spooky horror themed palette that I ever bought. This is the outer packaging of it. This is the LA Splash Presents Classic Horror palette. I only just recently, for this spooky season, done a get ready with me, but I've also got First Impressions and 3 Looks 1 palette on this, and this is the gorgeous packaging. It's an all matte palette, which I don't normally go for, which I've said before. Let's just aim it down here so you can kind of see the colours. I love this palette. I think it's so fun. They're just very odd versions of each colour, like very weird, like periwinkle, and then this weird tealy blue, this muted purple, like a yellowy orange, but then there's like a reddish with a tinge of orange in it as well. this gorgeous burgundy, hot pink for some reason, and like yellow. It's a little bit rainbow, but in a fun way, in like a Halloween way, if that makes sense. All the names I love it all. That's my oldest one. And then my newest one is, well, it's technically not a Halloween palette because it didn't come out at Halloween, but I would consider this a Halloween palette, and it's the newest one in my collection, although by now I probably have the Scream collection, but I just don't have time to film it, so it's going to go up after the end of spooky season. I don't have a slot for it anymore. I've filled it with different things because I knew it was going to come a little bit later in the month. But this is the Crazy in Love palette from Glamlight and Chucky and Tiffany. This is the outer packaging here. I have also just done a get ready with me using this palette again, and I've got a 2 looks on palette and a first impressions using this palette as well. So that's how she looks. They're super grungy. I love this. This is like, nowadays it's popular to bring out horror themed palettes, and I am in my element. Like, it's too much almost, and I'm so happy about it. Super grungy burgundy kind of tones, silvers, greys, all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited that there's going to be a Scream collection and that I'm getting it, and it's on the way as I'm filming this right now, but it's probably already here. I don't know. I'd say it's probably going to come like the Monday before Halloween or something like that. Imagine it came on Halloween day. That'd be like Christmas on Halloween. And I've also got the Friday 13th collection on the way as well, so more spooky stuff coming up, and I will be getting the Nightmare on Elm Street collection from Glamlight, all from Glamlight. So next is, which YouTube channel is your go-to for spooky season? So for spooky content on spooky season, I've got a couple. I have got a couple. Number one, and forever and always, Miss Batty Bean, Betty Jean, Butte Bean, whatever you want to call her. She's Batty Bean now, and Betty Jean. That woman just makes my heart happy. I watch every single one of her videos, the vlogs. I watch all of it, everything. I watch it all. She's kind of spooky all year round, but really like kind of goes a bit extra around spooky season. She's inspired a lot of my looks. I have both her palettes, or all 3 of her palettes, and I love them all equally. Well, It's Freaking Bats probably still takes the top one, but I love her content. I love her cats, everything about it. Number 2 is actually one I don't watch in spooky season as much, but I watch it during the summer, and it's Jade the Libra. She goes Halloween decor hunting in like June. May sometimes I've seen her do it, but June all through the summer to see what's come out in, because in America Halloween stuff comes out super early. We're in Ireland, and I'd say that probably the rest of Europe it comes out around September, beginning of September, August at a push. But yeah, sometimes in October is only when it comes out. But she goes Halloween decor hunting, and I love putting that on when I'm getting ready for work in the morning and watching her kind of go around. I love putting it on and like watching her tutorials and her hauls then after it as well, because she's very witchy. Her whole decor is witchy vibes. So yeah, love her. And then I'm going to shout out Vinyl Beauty as well, because she's been posting so many, like I've only recently found her because she found me and I found her, and we've kind of come together, and she just posts the most gorgeous, creative kind of color combos, and just like, it's like playing with makeup. It's kind of like a lot of what I do, so it's a girl after my own heart. Actually playing with her makeup, and I love it. Instead of just going for new, it's getting into your palettes. There's a lot of newness on it, but getting into your palettes, like the way I have for spooky season. I pulled back out all my old kind of horror and Halloween themed palettes. So she's another one to go check out. Number 5, would you rather be a ghost for a day or a witch for a day? I'd rather be a witch for a day. Oh, 100%. Oh my god, sounds so fun. To be a witch and cast spells and hexes and have a little book and just, I feel an attachment to witches. I do. I just do. I love it. Have I got witches hats on my top? Do I? No, I've got ghosts, cats and pumpkins. No, I thought I had witches hat, but I do have a witchy kind of themed top, which I should have probably worn for this, but anyway, I love a witchy theme, and I love the whole aesthetic of being a witch. I think it's so fun. Okay. This is number 6. Which Halloween character / urban legend would you like to see turned into an eyeshadow palette / makeup collection? I mean, we've got the big hitters there. We've got Chucky and Tiffany. I always have to pair Tiffany in there because she's my girl, the love of my life. We've got Jason already. We've got Ghostface. And then we're getting a Freddy as well. So who else would I like to see turned into a makeup collection? Like, are we talking specific character, or are we talking like the movie? Because Leatherface hasn't got one. Michael Myers hasn't got one. Michael Myers would be fun. Kind of like dark denim blues and orange and stuff like that. That'd be fun. One I'm surprised that doesn't have one. I'm very surprised because it's been so popular, is Pennywise, the dancing clown from It. Whether it be like the original 90s miniseries or chapter 1, chapter 2 from the past, like 2017, I think the first one came out in. Why hasn't that got one? Glamlight's going to get an idea now, watch. If they watch this video, they're going to get an idea that they should do something like that. But I'm surprised because so much, like when I see horror merch, it's like about 30% Pennywise and then everything else gets a little bit of everything else. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could say my favourite and go for The Exorcist. And you could have like pea green and kind of like pale blue for the dress and kind of like a burnt orangey colour for her hair, and then like red and gold for the crucifix, and then you could have like black. And I could come up with it myself. If anyone wants me to be creative director for their brand and come up with palettes, let me know. I'll do that for you, no problem. Number 7, what is your favourite and least favourite Halloween candy? I mean, for us, it's kind of just like regular sweets, like Mars bars and Skittles and stuff like that. Skittles, I do love a Skittle. Don't get me like, I like a Skittle. Now, there's one that everyone says is their least favourite, and it's not a sweet. It's not a sweet. It's the peanuts, you know, with the big shell on them, like we call them monkey nuts here, but I don't know what they're called. They're kind of like that shape. Does that make any sense to you guys? I don't know what they're called. Everyone always complains about those. I used to love getting them for Halloween. I used to eat them. I'd like open the shell, peel the whole peanut. My dad showed me how to do it because this is how he used to eat them. And I would sprinkle them with salt and eat them. And I'd eat them on Halloween night. That would be one of my things that I would eat. But I do love Skittles. I prefer more sweets over chocolate. I eat a little bit of chocolate, but I find it very thick. But give me a chocolate cake now anytime. I'll have that. But we don't get chocolate cake for Halloween. Love a candied apple. And I say candied apple, not caramel apple. Candied apple, I prefer that. Yeah, I probably say Skittles. We'll go for Skittles. My least favourite, I don't have one, because they're sweets. Some people in Ireland put fruit in your bag, and I mean, sure, why not? I'm sure a lot of people complain about that. I don't mind. I love an apple. I love an orange. Why not? Throw a banana in there for giggles, you know? Number 8, what is your most memorable Halloween costume? Okay, if we're gonna go like from years ago, from when I was a child, I would have to say a cat. I dressed as a cat, and my mum made my costume because that's what we used to do. Because Halloween wasn't that big. It wasn't. We used to go trick-or-treating, that was it. But my mum got me like an all-in-one onesie sort of style, all black. She got like the leg of a pair of tights and filled it with stuffing and made that my tail on the back. She covered me in like little stickers to make me shiny in the night time so you could see me. I had cat ears, and I don't even think I had whiskers or anything like that on. I don't even think we went that far. I might have had whiskers, but I can't really remember. But I remember having the cat ears, and I remember having the onesie, but I just remember her making the tail. I always remember her making the tail. So that's probably most remember child costume. Now, come to me coming into my own and Halloween and loving Halloween so much. I did a Freddy Krueger. Now, I only did a little bit of like special effects on my face, but I have the hat. I had a black and red jumper, which I know it's green and red. I know, but it's hard to get green and red. Okay. It's hard to get a dark green and red. That's not Christmassy. I had a cropped jumper. I had a little pair of shorts. I had like tights that were bought like this. Looked like they were shredded. And I had the glove. And I did a little bit of like burn makeup, just very soft because I was going out. So, and then I wore boots, and that was fun. The one after that one that comes to mind always is my Miss Tiffany. Me and my boyfriend dressed up as the dangerous duo here. And he was Chucky. He got a onesie. And I sprayed his hair more, well, he's slightly ginger, so like more orange. And I did all like the like 3D, I used 3D gel? Third degree is what I used to create all his scarring, because we were going for the scarred up Chucky. Got him a knife. I got a white dress, leather jacket, fishnets, boots, my new rocks, and straightened my hair. And done my makeup like Tiffany, and it was one of my favourite things ever. We won best costume at my friend's costume party that year. But then there's also one more. There is a clown that I did, which I haven't posted, which I was going to post this year, but I decided not to do any costume looks. But in the future, she's there. She's ready to go. I've got contact lenses and everything for her. There is a clown that I did. I got like proper teeth, like psyche teeth. And I bought the teeth because I can use it for a few different things. I can use it for if I want to do it, if I want to do the nun, if I want to do the clown again. I can use it for a few different ones, or werewolf or something like that. I loved that. I looked so fun with the teeth in. I looked mental. I didn't have contact lenses in then because I didn't have any. But yeah, I loved doing a clown. Clown was fun. I will do that on my channel next Halloween. I will definitely add a few more costume looks in next Halloween. Okay, so number 9. What is your go-to eyeshadows for Halloween and fall? So I've actually got a pile of palettes to show you guys for inspiration. So obviously the classic horror and the crazy enough palette will be there as well. There's a couple that are newer that I've only just recently used, which I'll talk about first. So we've got the Haunted Europe palette that I used this year. Gorgeous. I've already done a 2 looks on palette and a first impressions on this palette. Such a fun palette. This is like your September side, your October side, and it's so nice. So anything kind of like deep and grungy and murky, muted kind of shades, khakis, sickly green, or pooey green if you want to say that, like orange, burnt orange, yellow, all those kind of shades. I love them all. The other one that I only used this year as well, which is definitely going to be a staple in my life, is going to be my Haunted Pumpkin from Give Me Glow. All these kind of colors, like proper pumpkin orange, like not orangey brown, kind of like this one. Pumpkin orange. This is a weirder kind of mix, but these kind of shades here, coppers, your odd kind of colors, your deeper, not quite jewel tones, but leaning into jewel tones, like tarnished jewels. Then another Give Me Glow, I've got the Bad Witch Club palette. Now this is different actually, but this is definitely a big one for spooky season for me, although I didn't use it this year, but this is definitely a big one for me. Because I love how odd it is. It's like you go to a rave on Halloween. This is the kind of vibe you get. It's like just a different twist on the spooky season. This is more jewel toned, definitely more jewel toned, but that gives me a lot of vibes as well. This one is like a good fall palette, September palette, autumn, harvesty kind of palette. This is the Nomad, isn't it? Yeah, the Nomad palette from Juvia's Place. These are the kind of greens talk about, the yellows, the orange, dark. You can go very dark with it, deep shimmers, rusty kind of tones, all those kind of tones that you'd find like naturally kind of. Just love it. Like imagine a colour like a green and make it dirty. That's the kind of vibe I go for. Then we've got Gorgeous, Gorgeous, Gorgeous. It was probably number 1, I think, in my favourite palettes of the year. Maybe last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. This is the Nocturnal palette from Glaminatrix. I'm pretty sure this has been discontinued, but you can buy the singles individually. So you can't get them as a palette, but I'm pretty sure you can buy them individually. This is like this tarnish smoky eye. You've got like a weird murky blue and duochromes and multi-chromes and these greens. Oh my god. Random periwinkle. But I love it. Gives very fun vibes. But deep and dark and grungy and all those kind of colours. That's what we're going for. And then anything from Shroud. Any of these palettes from Shroud. We've got the Halloween, which I've got on me right now, which is where is she? There she is. Halloween is what I have on me right now. This was with Baddie Bean. And again, murky, orange, deep, grungy, jewelly kind of tones. We've got Moonfall, which is not really a spooky palette, but gives me the vibes. Again, more of those jewel tone kind of shades, the greens, just... oh my god, so nice. Then my favourite Shroud palette, this is It's Freaking Bats, also from Baddie Bean as well. Love this palette so much. I did a Get Ready With Me at the beginning of the month with this one. Just, I love how odd and weird and very Tim Burton-esque this is. This is, I said it in my Get Ready With Me using the Halloween palette. This is your Tim Burton palette and the Halloween is your Halloween Town palette, if you want to put it that way. And then lastly, from Shroud, this is the Arcana palette. This is like your witch's cauldron, your witch's hut, your witch's cabin kind of vibe. Again, look at that green. Oh, she's so beautiful. Weird neutrals, again, odd blue shades. You could go very classic blue, but they go odd and I love it. Warm, cozy kind of shades, all those kind of vibes. That's what I like to go for my spooky season palettes. And there's many more. Like I also have the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell palette, the first one. I've got the Melt Muerte palette and the Melt Rust palette as well. So lots of different ones that could give you those kind of vibes, but these are just ones I kind of grabbed that gives me the most spooky season vibes. And again, I didn't use all of them this year, but I will use them more in the future. Again, probably Get Ready With Me's or 2 more Luxon palettes, whatever it is. And for our final question, number 10, what movie is on repeat at your house for spooky season? I don't like repeat movies over and over again. I mean, the only one I did that with was with Lord of the Rings, but that's my favourite movie of all time. But I don't repeat movies like within the month of October. I'll watch them kind of once. But I watch certain ones every single year. Like it's not Halloween until I watch these movies. So Hocus Pocus and now Hocus Pocus 2. That they're just gonna go together now. For a lot of people it's Halloween Town. I hadn't watched it in years, but I watched it there recently and I loved it. Beetlejuice is another one. Beetlejuice. I love that. Anything kind of Tim Burton, Corpse Bride, I'll kind of throw on. Monster House is one that I do like a lot as well. I don't know what it is. I don't think that's Tim Burton, but I love that. I think that's so fun. Then for say horror movies, I have to watch The Exorcist every year because it's one of the movies that terrifies me. I will watch the original Halloween. I will watch like things like American Werewolf in London, or I'll pick random movies to kind of watch, but I never really repeat any big ones. I love the movie From Hell. I do watch that kind of once a year as well. From Hell. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, I don't really repeat anything. I mean, this month I watched The Exorcist twice because I watched it with my boyfriend and then like found out it was coming out in the cinema for the 50th anniversary, and then went to see Exorcist Believer, so I kind of watched it twice. So I mean, that was repeated. So that is all our questions. We are done. That is all 10 questions from the spooky season tag. This is fun. I really like this. I have to put all these palettes away. I just took them out and I hate taking my palettes out because it's such a pain putting them back in until I do my declutter. But yeah, that is our spooky season tag. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know all in the comments what are your answers to all these questions. I'll leave the questions in the description box so you can answer them yourself. And if you want to do this tag, go for it. I tag all of you, so go do the tag yourselves. And tag me in and let me know. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support to get me around to more people, and also let me know that you liked the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see much more content coming up. I know we're towards the end of spooky season, but there is always more content coming. I have already got all the November filmed because I filmed all that before I did spooky season, so I could have a little bit of a break from filming and just edit for November. Because we'll be going into Christmas, so in November I'm filming for Christmas, and the Halloween decorations will be down, Christmas decorations will be up, so go hit subscribe to see all of that coming. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks will be posted, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content. So that is everything for me, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for my spooky tag. Thank you so much to Vinyl Beauty for tagging me, and yeah, go check her out. Again, I'll leave her video in the description box. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.